Hi, I'll be explaining the dative case. So the dative case is known as the indirect object case, and in this first situation it is to whom the action is done. So as an example, the woman throws the friend the ball, and as we can see here, going this way first, the woman is the subject, so she's in the nominative case. The ball is being thrown, and it is the accusative case. That point is the direct object. It is actually directly assuming the action or being impacted by the action. So when the woman throws the ball to her friend, he is the one who's receiving it, so this gets the direct action and it goes to him. So to go back, the woman throws the friend the ball. Die Frau wirft dem Freund den Ball. Die Frau wirft ihrem Freund den Ball. And both dem and ihrem are the dative articles to der Freund, because the direct object is the ball. The indirect object to whom it's being thrown to is actually the friend. So that's the first case. So when you have some sort of action being performed, the person who's receiving the action or to whom the action is going to, but not being done upon, is the dative in those cases. Now, the dative case can also be prepositional, which we can see down here. So I go with my friend. Ich gehe mit. Mit is the preposition. Meinem Freund. So meinem again is the dative article here. And if we look here, we'll actually look here. So we got somebody who's not being completely confident they're going to receive that ball in a manner that won't hurt. So we have some dative prepositions up here. Mit is a completely dative preposition. So any terms that come after mit, for example, or von or zu, are going to have the dative article in front of it, or a dative adjective as well. Now there are some dative and accusative prepositions, and basically the difference here is motion and location. So these in, an, auf, neben, hinter, über, unter, vor, zwischen, those are always going to be accusative if they're in motion. So for example, if you're throwing something into the sea, ins Meer, so that would be an accusative preposition, because it's not in the sea, it's going into. So it's not in there already, it's going into. But if it is floating in the ocean or on the ocean, then it is dative. So das Schiff in dem Meer, or das Schiff im Meer, would be dative at that point, because the ship is already in the ocean. It's already on top of the ocean. It's already floating there. So that's the second type of situation that you'll find a dative, the dative case, actually. So there's the first one is the indirect object, and it's prepositional, and then it's also based upon verbs. So I guess I just learned this today. German actually has verbs that just take on prepositions, that just take on the dative case after them. And I guess the most verbs, or the plurality of verbs that are in the German language, are ones that take on the accusative form. But there is a list here actually where these verbs do have the inability to take on an accusative object. They just take on a dative object. So for example, the example I came up with anyway is the ball belongs to her. So der Ball gehört ihr. Ihr is the dative version pronoun of her. So basically, gehört is a form of gehören, and that is a dative verb, so therefore you're going to have dative articles and prepositions, pronouns, that sort of thing. And I think that's it.